Okay, this is Michael Wesson. This is my curriculum file assignment. I'll first go through the filing system and then do a tour of my artifacts. So here we have a math section right here. I've got math K through 3 workbooks. I've got math grades 1 through 6 games and puzzles. I've got math K through 3 and math middle school 7 through 8. And I got some math syllabi and parent letters. In English language arts, I've got comprehension lessons for fiction, comprehension lessons for nonfiction. I got some poetry lessons. I've got reading, ELA reading context resource. I've got a parts of sentences spinner, which can work as a lesson. I've got a writer's workshop resource. I've got a grand conversation question prompt. I've got ELA response to literature resource, ELA mini lesson, and unit graphic organizers. I've got some bibliographies I've collected from the library, and I've got an expository writing folder, and I've got a book with software that will print cards and sentence strips and all that stuff. I've got an art folder and geography folder, science erosion folder, social studies government folder, PE, and some classroom management lessons. Okay, so a quick tour. Well, I'll try to be quick. So I've turned my apartment into a artifact museum. These were our lessons from last semester that we built. This one happens to be Frogfish, comprehensive and nonfiction. Got some comprehensive and fiction lessons here. Here's the match word thing that is a book and also prints your picture cards, puzzles, sentence strips, etc. A friend who was a teacher gave me these great math games and puzzles. I got these cards here just to mark what file these go back into. And I've got finding prime numbers games. I've got bingo math games that I've copied from middle school teachers. I love this daily warm-up thing. I won't go into detail, but it's awesome. These are middle school. This is Make It 20 exercise for middle school. I've got more middle school critical thinking games. These are great. So are these. I copied these from people. This is great. I've got a pre-algebra class parent letter and with a parent contract on the back, which I think is really awesome, that I borrowed from a teacher. I've got a geometry course syllabus that I like from another teacher. There's a really cool keep it, change it fraction puzzle with kind of an engagement tool of sort of map of Central Park sort of thing. I got these beginner things that I picked up early on when I was subbing primary grade math, you know, K through 1, K through just all the way up. Then we jumped to art. The only art I have is what we did in the art workshop in our program, so that's going to be helpful for me, especially doing these primary color transition things. Classroom management lessons, which I got, and I really like these reading context exercises, showing students where if they don't know the context, it can mean anything. A parts of sentences spinner, which just by itself with a paragraph or story on the wall you could play, do an exercise with. Writer's workshop resources, grand conversation resources, mini lesson graphic organizers and unit organizers, expository writing lesson, These are really cool response to literature, boxes, cubes, things that people can do hands-on with, get really constructive with, concrete with. The library has these bibliographies. I'm a little short on picture books, so I really like having these sort of award-winning book lists. A friend gave me a lot of, as a birthday present, found used copies of, this friend's a teacher, she gave me used copies of some of her favorite books. Most of them are Newbery winners, and so I now have a sort of really good book library of my own starting. And I've got the Teacher Resource Center at Henry Madden Library here, which I think is also a bibliography type resource. And now jump to geography. So I've got a United States of America puzzle. I've got lesson plans that you can do with the globe. All kinds of lesson plans. I've got this great big California map. I got this awesome map that shows just in one big picture to all the geographical terms. And I loved this in the Geography Alliance workshop we did last semester. I love this lesson plan for all locations are relative that you can just do with a bunch of pieces of paper and cutouts. Awesome. And then we jump to Social Studies Government. Lesson plan for where they can make the 3 pillars of our checks and balance government. And science, we have science, a really neat erosion unit that we learned last semester. And finally, my only PE resource, but it's teaching children PE, and it's got some lesson ideas there. So most of that, believe it or not, is going to fit in the filing system, and I have to spend the next hour putting it in. Thank you very much for joining me on the tour of artifacts. Here it all is once again. If I had music, I would play it now. Da-da-da.